Hello, this is Emily from Scentroid, and I'd like to thank you for your interest in SIMS3. In today's video, we're going to take a look at creating a plume at an odor source, then registering odor complaints around that plume. To begin, I've already created a facility near Dubai to monitor a wastewater treatment plant. Within this facility, I've also added a Scentroid Sentinel to collect ambient air quality data. Please be advised this Sentinel is not real, and data has been generated for example purposes only. Now, I'd like to create an emission plume for an area source. Let's scroll over to the wastewater sedimentation tanks. Right-click around the center of the sediment tank and select Add New Emission Source. This slide-out panel will appear. Let's add a name. Tag it to your facility. For source type, we have a few choices: point source, circular area source, and rectangular area source. We want to apply an area source, and the shape is a rectangle, so let's select rectangular area source. On the bottom left, we have an option to draw. Let's click that. To draw the area, click on any corner. Then, in a clockwise direction, click on the remaining 3 corners. Area sources use indirect monitoring, so let's go ahead and select a sensor from your nearby equipment. Select location density, enter your emission rate, select yes for active. Now click create and you're complete. Now that a plume has been generated, we can move through time to see what this may have looked like on previous days or in the near future. Let's click on the source icon here. Now, click on the menu icon on the upper right corner of your screen. Select the connected facility. Now select the emission source you just created. Choose any timeline you would like to monitor. And select Search. We can now use the timeline control here to investigate how the plume may have changed over time. Great! For the next part of our video, we're going to create odor events and map out odor complaints. Let's add one in the plume and one outside of the plume. Right-click on the map location you received an odor complaint. I'll be adding one within the plume. This implies that if a complaint were received at this specific location within the time that this plume was active here, then the complaint was justified and is directly correlated to our emission source. We are now presented with a few menu options. Let's choose the user type. For example purposes, let's say we received this complaint from our local resident, John Smith. Select External User. Tag him to our facility here. Enter the username. Enter a brief description. Choose the intensity. Select Automatic Justification, as we'd like our AI to determine justification. Click Save, and you're complete. Let's create another odor complaint, but this time we're reporting it from outside the plume. Fill out all of the information as required. And when you're done, click Save, and it's complete. As you can see, both odor complaints are registered as to be justified. The SIMS3 AI determines automatic justifications every 10 minutes, so let's wait a bit and check back in. Great! As you can see, for this moment in time, the odor event that was located within the plume was justified, and this one that's located outside of the plume is not. We can further take a look at all registered odor events by clicking on the notifications button to the left here. Let's click on the menu option up here, select the facility, select main odor group, confirm selection, choose all time for the date range. Now choose Event Summary. We're now presented with a list of all registered odor events. We can scroll down to view them. If we mark one by clicking on the Mark button here, we can further view it, edit it, delete it, hide it, mark it red, and more. That's it for our brief look at emission plumes and odor events. Thank you from all of us here at Scentroid.